What up, everyone? Making this review slash build walkthrough of my Polarstar KYTHERA. So let me talk about it real quick. All right, so I kind of switched from my desk to this little tabletop right here, but yeah, we'll be getting into my little speed soft gun build. So in the heart of it, take this off. I'm doing this with my hand. In the heart of it, we have a Polarstar KYTHERA, and this is my first HPA build. Try to make something more Speedy Boy. I made that one a little bit more Speedy Boy oriented, but I can still play on both sides of indoor and outdoor. But this is how she is. This is how she look like. I'll do another review, another video on this one too. It's pretty nice. So yeah, so we're gonna get into this. So originally the base gun of this was a KWA, yeah, KWA with a 2GX gearbox. So this still has the original two-piece hop up, and I'm gonna upgrade that in a bit. You know, this is pretty annoying. Oh, there's my dog. All right, hey, get out. Anyways, so it has a two-piece hop up, but that's something I am switching out in the future once I get a body that can fit in one piece. I saw some online and I might get a skeleton one. But internally, we are running the Polarstar KYTHERA HPA speed trigger with no spring. Like literally there's no spring, it just flails in there. I use the trigger unit spring inside to reset it for me. Buddy of mine up here in Washington. I'm not from Washington, I'm just stationed out here, but he owns an airsoft shop and he has a really cool 3D printer. So he 3D printed me this skeleton grip and this buffer tube plate stock. Oh, and this drop stock too, which is pretty fucking nice, in my opinion. There she goes. Internally, what'd I say? KYTHERA, we have a maple leaf blue bucking and a Master Mods hop-up nub. Now, with this two-piece hop-up setup, I'm ranging around 100 feet. I know I can get more out of it with the 603 Python barrel I have. Externally, it looks pretty lightweight. I mean, like 2-3 pounds the most. It is an aluminum outer barrel. I have this Ace Tech, what is it? Brighter C? Y'all can see that? Yeah, probably my favorite tracer ever. It turns off automatically, it turns on automatically, and it I think goes up to 40 rounds a second. Well, 50 rounds a second? I know my gun, right, that AEG shoots around 45 rounds a second. That's an SSG. So this tracer can keep up with that. Can keep up with that. But I just use on here because it looks pretty good. This is a Noveski barrel nut. A lot of people who I play with, they are asking about this setup, and I just put a nut on the bottom of it. Gonna get a foregrip pretty soon. I chopped the rail off on the top. Again, the key is lightweight with this build, and I just had the stock macro line that came with it from Amped, and the nozzle, the nipple. Sorry. Overall, this is a pretty decent basic build. I really love playing. Like, this is my first HPA gun, and it's really been reliable ever since. Installing it was a true pain in the ass. Just know that Polarstars, oh, see, there it goes off again. It's a low battery. Just know that Polarstars, they use VFC gearboxes for fitment testing. So with this being a 2GX, it had a lot of like wiggle play, and it did run out of spacers that you put in the gearbox. But I just wrapped some like duct tape around this area right here just to shim it down, and it doesn't move. So yeah, I run this at around 90 psi. Gets me around 380 FPS. We play an outdoor CQB field out here, which is pretty fun. A lot of people ask about my trigger. So I tuned the trigger to where the trigger unit inside the KYTHERA resets, right? So I don't run a spring, it just flails. And I took out the safety because why not, right? So as we all know, you can cock this. Jesus Christ, what, are you okay, dude? Are you good? All right, so I switch my camera angle. My phone's right there, so I can see the GoPro. Anyways, dog left the room. So talking about the trigger, see here, no trigger spring. All right, we all know that the KYTHERA is cocked with this little charging cord, and this is my trigger resting position, little like no play, and then this is when it engages. Right, you heard that click. This is the resting position and engagement right there. So yeah, it's pretty neat. I used a max model trigger before this HPA speed trigger, and it broke it. Like the trigger unit on the inside, or the what's it called, the trigger mechanism on the inside, it broke my max model speed trigger. Don't know how. I know people have many successes with it. I was the unfortunate one, and it broke. So I had this laying around, and I managed to tune it. This is the one-way adjustable, not two-way, but I managed to tune it that ever so close. So yeah, overall the gun is a really good build. Also, my friend shop picked up these high-speed Lance tactical mags. I'm trying to go for that red and black theme, and it looks pretty solid. It looks pretty good too. And also, like, I don't know if you can see it, had a little speckling on the lower receiver. But yeah, safety does not work like at all. I took it out, but overall, yeah, the gun's pretty nice. The gun's pretty light, really reliable once you get it there. Not really, no feeding issues. I had feeding issues because, again, with the whole two-piece ordeal. But later down the road, I'm going to switch to a one-piece, probably a Pro-Win or a Max, and a one-piece body. Or, sorry, and a body that can accept the one-piece. So, but for now, you know, this is like my budget HPA build. KYTHERA's normally run for $294, I believe. A little less than that, $274 on amped airsoft. Got it as a kit. I run it with a 45 cubic inch 3000 psi SLP tank with the SLP regulator. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna load this bad boy up. I'll take it to my backyard and I'll show you the trigger, because I think this is what a lot of people want to know, is the trigger and how fast it resets, and it resets pretty fast too. So I'll load this up, take it to the backyard. My tank is unfortunately out of air, but I did jerry rig something out of my air compressor, which is, if you have access to an air compressor and your paintball tank's out, you can do this method too. So here we go. All right, so like I said before, my tank is out of air, so I just jerry rigged this with, I think, 1/4 inch barbed nipple to a QD to my air compressor, believe it or not. So I'm running my regulator on the compressor at 90, so roughly around the same PSI I run it on my tank. But I have my GoPro on my mask, and I'll be using, instead of the Lancer, I'll be using these G&G mid caps, which are pretty nice because they have a follower that feeds all the way through up. Best mid caps I've ever used, like, by far. These are awesome. They feed every last BB too. So I'm gonna put the mask on, and then I'm gonna show y'all the trigger. All right, so before I put the trigger on, I just charged it with air, and now it's charged. So I'll show you how the pull is. Here's a resting, shot, reset, shot, reset, shot, reset. All right, so that's I got it pretty darn good. It's not like trigger board, like micro, like you just tap it and it fires, but I got it pretty darn close. So I'm gonna put the mask on, and I'll show you the shooting. All right, so mask is gone. I got the phone right here. So I'll go ahead, load it up, and hopefully y'all can see it shoots. I haven't adjusted the hop up yet, so here we go. Nope, it's curving way down. All the way down. Super down. Yeah, this is why I need a one-piece hop up. Oh, now super high. Super high. Super high. That's probably the best I can get out of it. Nope, still high. There you go. All right, here we go. Oh, am I out of BBs already? Oh, see, so here you go. So I meant by the follower, it feeds all the way through, which is cool. This is the one. I think this is already fully loaded. These mid caps are 110 rounds, I think. Again, I'm shooting on safety because it doesn't work. So. And the return is pretty fast. Like, you can pretty spam the trigger as fast as you can. And it's pretty darn good. Again, the whole barrel setup and everything, that's gonna change. And then this is me really trying to like speed trigger it. Yeah. Let me finish this mag off. Oh, yep, there it's done. So that is my build review on my Polarstar KYTHERA. Pretty nice. Again, this is the trigger. If you want to see it, I'm gonna try to like aim up my camera with the trigger. Right there. Pretty effortlessly, and you can really like spam the shit out of it too. So sounds pretty fucking cool. Yeah, hope y'all enjoy it. Hope y'all enjoy the review. This is my, again, Polarstar KYTHERA speed build, quote unquote speed, because it's not really speed, but hey, you know, I can keep up with the boys out there. And I'll probably do another review of my other gun, my actual speed soft gun. So hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope you have a lovely day. Take care.